Well, back at it again today. Brought in the carry-on toboggan today. Bunch of longer material. I have a whole bunch of roof steel that my dad gave me from old buildings on the farm. Got another skid and a chopping block there. So we're gonna do our last water crossing today. Make another snow bridge. I shoveled a bunch of snow on the banks yesterday, but then it opened up again when I went through it. So we're gonna get the skid in here, and that'll be our last water crossing all bridged over. So it'll be a lot easier because this load's pretty heavy, and going through the mud, there's quite a bit of resistance, and you can smell the belt. So we'll get that done right now. Well, we made her back up. Built that snow bridge. It worked out pretty good. I shoveled some more snow in some other areas where the snow sunk through the skid. Got all the material in. It's on the deck here. The corner of the steel just caught just down the hill here, so it tore the corner of a couple sheets, which was unfortunate, but we'll make it work. So we're gonna sheet for the fire today. This up to sort of finish this off a little. There, that looks a little more fitting. Anyway, we're gonna tidy up or finish up the gable ends in the woodshed. We brought a big chopping block up over there, so I'm gonna probably process all that birch that was on the back side of the cabin. And I've been limbing up some stuff around here just to make the walking paths a little nicer, so I'm gonna tidy up some of those piles. Just gonna do some measurements for the top bunk, and not a whole lot planned. The biggest task was getting this material in. It did take a bit to get it here loaded and unloaded, so we're just gonna play at the woodshed today. Maybe a few little things inside, but not much. Just finally getting around to working on filling in the gable ends. So I got there was some rails and all these boards were all inside stacked up, as well as a bunch of other stuff that I didn't need, so I'm burning it. There's a pile of junk here that'll have to get in the spring, but still have quite a few boards left. Haven't had to use any of mine, and then 2/3 all the way across the back, so that's going pretty smooth. It'll be a little more difficult here on the front, but we'll get her done. We're just gonna keep putting away at it. Pretty windy today, so I haven't had the camera rolling. The audio on the iPhone is phone audio, enough said. But well, it's coming along. I'll show you around the back there now. Here's around back. That board there in the middle with bark, it was already on there, so I just worked around it. We're just filling it in. Just cut that board. Probably only need 4 or 5 more after the one, once I get this one nailed up. It's coming along. Hopefully the front goes just as smooth and we'll be done this before you know it. Here's the back side all complete. Didn't take too long. Well, we did pretty good. I didn't have to touch those 2 big boards, and then got a couple 3-inch ones left over. So I managed to fill in the gable end, both gable ends with the wood that I found in the woodshed, the lumber. So clean up these scraps and the tools and get it split in some firewood. We did pretty good today. It was windy, cold, but colder than it has been. It's really not that cold. But I'm gonna clean this up, split the rest of that birch, and get on our way. We should be getting out of here within half an hour before it gets too dark. Well, she's all filled in. That's how much wood we got in here so far. So I'm going to work at trying to fill up that whole row with that birch right now. And then go split some. When I was working over at the woodshed today, there's a scrap pile out front, and I found some old stove pipe. There's a really old tin stove over there that's no good. I thought I'd further protect my hose. Might actually cut a section of this and put around that top 2x4. I was just splitting some wood, fill the firebox in the cabin again, using this stuff behind the cabin. Got down in the pile and just found the date of the cabin, 1989. It also had the initials of the people that built the cabin. Different spot, but next time I come up, I think I'll bring a full Pelican tub full of my wood from home. This birch has seen better days. I think it's been here a few years, but nonetheless, I'll show you what they did on top of the for heat shield. iPhone froze. So I just put a section of pipe up there and a nail in it, and then bent over that one, put a nail in the top. Just protects that top 2x4. But it was mainly just soot. I didn't think it would cause any issues out here, but found that in a trash pile in front of the woodshed, so I utilized it. I found a bunch of these octagonal slabs over in a pile over there, and it just so happens I'll need some stilts for my wood stove, just based on the lengths of chimney pipe that I have inside. But they've been making really nice warming pads to keep things warm. I don't know if it's gonna see it in here, but got the interior stovepipe all done. Patio slabs on the ground. I'll put one more in here, but there'll be the 4 stilts for the stove, so we're ready for the stove to come. Anyway, I'm pretty well just getting packed up. Got the carry-on back on the sled. We're gonna head out of here. This is probably the latest I've ever been at the cabin, so I'm definitely gonna get to the truck at dark. But it's a good day.